Oh my God. I would say all the religions are fighting. But I do not want all the religions mad at me. Hey, wasn't that Pluto Mars opposition crazy? All right. So, yeah, DFW and Oklahoma. Watch out for wild weather today. Okay, great. Message sent. All right, DFW, you've now been upgraded to a level 3 of 5 enhanced risk for this afternoon and evening. The last day of April. Oh my God, we're marching April a total cluster funk or what? Even if storms are more linear, a few supercells could emerge by early afternoon, which would have the highest overall risks. The tornado risk is present and bears watching. So yeah, giant gorilla head sized hail possible. And tornadoes, winds, heavy rain. It's going to be a day. And so for the Pluto Mars opposition stuff, like a giant ship supposedly containing rocket fuel or missile fuel. What's the difference between a missile and a rocket? Blew up in Iran and burned for like 36 hours. The India-Pakistan war went hot for like 5 days straight, and technically still hot. You had, like, was it Portugal, Spain, and France lose their power for like a day? I don't know, a bunch of crazy shit just went down, man. You had people driving through, like, people are like, hey, we're going to have a party. Block party with music, food, fun, family. And some super crazy person is like, I'm going to drive my car through those people. Super horrible shit, man. Anyway, hopefully we're through the worst of it. And when I say hopefully we are through the worst of it, I mean the whole fucking year. March, so like March and April. January, February. Hopefully like that was the worst that this year's gonna get. And now we're cruising. Let's hope though, right? But hey, that's what life is about. Sometimes you gotta dream. Sometimes you gotta get a little delusional. Sometimes you just have to force yourself to be totally optimistic. Jim Cantore. Extensive flooding and flood risk continues across North Texas, Oklahoma, Western Arkansas, Southeast Kansas, Southwest Missouri. Lots of flooding, lots of places. Several more inches of rainfall are forecast in these areas. At least 4 watersheds are going into major flood stage. The gauge at Wichita Falls of those on the rise this morning towards major. So you got to watch this shit extensively. And that's just not from me. That is from Jim Cantore. A lot of volcanoes are popping off. And so, I don't know, they accuse the power outages in Europe on rare atmospheric phenomena. And then they were like, nah, we don't know. And then they were like, maybe it was sabotage. I don't know, man. It's a crazy world. In 2012, people were like, it's the 100 monkeys theory. If you just get everybody to be cool, then all the other monkeys will teach the monkeys to be cool, and then we'll get to world peace. And now it's like 100 men in a giant fight versus one giant gorilla. What? But assuming you and I survived today, we survived one of the craziest Aprils of all time. So congratulations, Astro Fight Club. And technically, we've avoided World War III. And we live in strange times. Like before, people were like, hey, man, everybody should be able to have free speech at all times, say whatever the hell they want without any punishment. That's what free speech is. And now they're kind of like, hey, man, if you say anything negative about Elon or Trump ever, you might get your ass deported. Or that's what I heard on the internet. I could be wrong. Get all your jokes approved, pre-approved, through the AI, whatever. Jim Cantori, Dallas at the apex of all weather hazards today, especially hail and tornadoes. Dallas, I'm talking to you. And DFW, Arlington as well. Also, don't ever make any jokes about Taylor Swift either. So yeah, those are 3 people beyond who've now been, moved to no joke status. Can't joke about Trump. Can't joke about Taylor. Can't joke about Elon. Other than that, totally free speech all the time. But I can tell jokes about how's this video already 5 minutes long? I can tell jokes about Blackpink giving me free tickets to see their concert in Chicago in July. It's just a joke. Probably won't happen. As far as I know. Really rich people don't do stuff like that? ? Anyway, the whole purpose of this video is just to tell Texas and Oklahoma, watch out. Tornadoes, giant hail, possible. Tornadoes, flooding. It's a flood watch risk. Yeah, weather could get super crazy today, so I'm just here to let you know. And then they can use the AI to just scour through everybody's videos and tweets and Facebook messages and Snapchats or whatever. To make sure you're never making any jokes about the big 3 or whatever. And everybody's got hot takes on Katy Perry. And everybody's got hot takes on Rachel Zegler. And everybody's got hot takes on the 600 to 800 strikes the United States of America has done on Yemen in the last month. No, wait. I haven't heard any hot takes, right or left. And me telling you that is not a hot take or an opinion. It's just an observation. Like, nobody's really talking about it, but it's happening. Like, every day, 30 times a day. It's crazy. God bless everyone. Hey, pray for peace, y'all. Pretty please. As crazy as that sounds. World peace is still possible. But right now, it doesn't look probable. And this is tomorrow's storm. Big banana. Dangerous. Hey, I'm talking to you too, Tyler. And Waco. Maybe even a little Shreveport. Don't be scared. Be prepared. Boop, boop. Psst, psst, psst. No, seriously, though. Heck, even the Reed Tema is talking about it. He's a PhD. Dallas, Fort Worth. What about Arlington, buddy? Arlington has the Rangers. Arlington has the stadium of the Dallas Cowboys. Arlington has cool people. So why not Arlington, Reed? Anyway, a tornado threat may materialize tomorrow late afternoon. 1 to 2 is not late afternoon, in my opinion. And evening across North Texas. Maybe into southern Oklahoma as the stagnant trough ejects. Low-level jet will be triggered and could cause a number of tornado-producing supercells. All right, there's a crazy, wild part of me that sometimes tells me, like, hey, you should do crazy shit. But I almost never listen to that voice anymore. That voice is telling me during the storm I should drive to Oklahoma to their casino and gamble. But mentally, I've been saying, I think we're going into recession for like 2 months. And my pocketbook feels like that. So there's no way I should drive across this nasty-ass storm to a casino and then gamble. But I'm just saying, the crazy voice in my head was like, that's what you should do. And I've been telling that crazy voice for a couple months. Hell no. Dude, we are in a recession. Or we're going into a recession. I mean, Allie Thu's best friend just said she has recession blonde hair. And she felt extra gagged right now. And you know what? I got to say, although I'm Gen X, I think gagged is kind of a stupid term. And like when people go, oh, you cooked. I think that's kind of a stupid term also. Hey, I'm 10 minutes into this video. Literally, no one is watching this part. So I can say whatever I want. And during those times, I might be hilarious. And since nobody's watching, I can't get in no damn trouble. So it's like, I don't know, because as old school, being gagged is always a bad thing. Like, nobody ever wants to be gagged. Anyway, shit's crazy. Make great decisions. Play defense. Be kind to people. Be hilarious. Have fun. Stay cool. You know? And is a hurricane going to punch us in the mouth May 11th? Probably not. Because hurricane season doesn't start for another month. And so technically hurricanes are not allowed to form in the Gulf of America before the official hurricane date. Everybody knows that. But 2025 is a super ass weird year. You know? So I mean, yeah, we're gonna watch it. We're gonna track the hell out of it. So we do at hurricane season. All right. But we'll watch. Oh, and I gotta apologize for whatever reason. I felt like when Mars was in Cancer forever, I was getting a ton of shit ass energy out of California headed my way. So maybe I haven't been covering them as well as I should. Anyway, you got heavy precipitation coming to parts of Cali and Nevada. And heavy rain coming to parts of Texas and Oklahoma. And this is, day mark 3 through 7. And I interrupt my California speech to, so Dada Boo, I always say for hurricane shit and most weather shit, I have like a second or third source to trust. I always go to Content Weather Guy, who used to be Cranky Weather Guy, and Dada Boo. So yeah, we're all tracking. Models starting to say it might be that season, y'all. It's beginning to look a lot like hurricane season. Everywhere you go. Giant sunspot in your face. This factory's on fire. Yeah, so like everybody was so sensitive during the Pluto-Mars opposition. I only made like one video during that week just because, I didn't want to get any displaced aggression from anyone who didn't have a sense of humor. And during that time, I watched The Godfather and Godfather 2 for the first time ever in my entire life. And yes, I thought they were good movies. All right, so the main point of my whole California diatribe was that, like, if I've been neglecting y'all, I'm sorry. I don't think I've really been, because y'all haven't had a lot of horrible news or storms, so. Anyway, but, this did catch me off surprise. That California's reservoirs, there's a total difference between reserves and reservoirs. They're at 118% of normal, with major ones projected to fill for the third straight year. Anyway, so if they get any big badass storms in the near future, that could be serious trouble. But the whole California water situation is always weird. Always, without a doubt, weird. And people just think of it in redacted terms. All right, so that's this video. I hope you're doing great. Crazy days indeed. Please stay cool and know that I love you. Stay cool. God bless everyone. Talk to you soon.